Well, I mean, I guess it could. You get wedged in between two pieces of wood. I'm not sure how you'd do it. Maybe, I'm sure that's something that Home Depot employees deal with every now and then. Hey, how's it going, everybody? It's Ryan here. We're doing part 16? 14, 15? Yeah, 16. Part 16. Sly Cooper, Thieves in Time. LP. Let's play. Hey, guess who we're playing as? Sir Galleth. Look at all that armor he's got on. Man, oh man, medieval times, robots, Sir Galleth. Let me tell you, people, it's going to be an episode. And I'm going to try and foreshadow how this episode is going to play out. I'm going to forget something. I'm going to die. I may cry. And I'm going to steal some money. Well, maybe not quite. Give me your money, bitch. Damn. Why do robots need money? Well, like I've said earlier, if they're, you know, all artificial and intelligent and stuff like that, in this specific sort of situation, don't know what the fuck I meant there in situation. What am I talking about? I'm crazy, I'm loopy, I'm all sorts of goobity-gop, and we're playing a little mission here where we gotta take out these little big, well, not little, little big, blimps! Look at these blimps, they're huge. Pray tell, how can I do such a thing? Well, let me tell you, it's complicated, but let me tell you. No, I almost burped right there. Almost burped. Kinda held it in. Not good for you, but I held it in. Because I care about you people oh so much. My God, if you guys went into the hospital, I'd try to get to you. But then, like, you know, I'd take a couple steps outside, and then I'd check my sources and be like, oh, that guy lives in Virginia. I can't get there. That's so far away. I don't have that kind of money. I don't have that kind of time. But know that my thoughts are with you. And I say that to everybody. Whoever watches any of this stuff. Whoever wants to spend their precious time out of their day actually watching me do this stupid stuff, then by all means, you have my sincere gratitude and more importantly, my friendship. Good God, I can't swim in that armor. What am I thinking? No one can swim in that armor. That'd be like scary, wouldn't it? It's like, cause you know that's like how the like actual mob and mafia did it. That's how they'd kill you. They would chain you to like cement, and then they'd drop you into the river, and there's like nothing you can do about it because you just can't swim with that all that goddamn weight holding you down. That is seriously like, oh man, that's scary to think about. Man, let me tell you about this right here. So Sir Galleth has this ability where when he's holding on to a thing, a hook like that, he can like sort of boost up. And my first playthrough of Sly Thieves in Time, I always try and do a clean sweep of the area and get all the Sly masks and the clue bottles and all that before anything happens, right? And I saw all these locations in the area where it was like this. There's a hook, and then there's a ledge right above it, so there's nothing you can do about it. And what you do is you hold R2, and then you jump through like that. But of course, right when I get to a new area, before I even unlock anything within that area, I start hunting for all the clue bottles, and I would see these areas, and I'm like, how the fuck do you even get past that? And sometimes they didn't even have a platform above you. Sometimes there was just hooks, and Sly would not, like, hook onto it properly and just, like, jump high enough for me to get the Sly masks and stuff, and it was really pissing me off. I'm like, what the fuck? Why the fuck can't I get that? And I started looking on forums. I'm like, why are people not talking about this? I said, you know what? Maybe it's some sort of like power. And I play, and then we get Sir Galleth, and I'm like, God damn it, it is a power, like where you can like shoot up faster and stuff like that on the specific, you know, hooks and stuff. And man, that was funny. I got pissed about that. I just can't like I see an item and I just like I have to get it right now. I have to get it right now. I just don't, you know, I don't have that mentality of like, okay, I can wait peacefully and, you know, try and go and get it somewhere else. It's just like, no, gotta get it now. Starting to yawn a little bit. Well, a little. I'm yawning like crazy. Can't even understand what I'm saying. Go to the third tower. My goodness. Everything's in threes. All these video games in threes. 1, 2, 3. Hey, we got questions for part 13, which was just uploaded. So I don't know if maybe more new comments might come in, more questions might come in. I'm not sure, but I'll answer the ones that are there. because you know, that's good. We want conversation topics. Remember, people, always give me questions, conversation topics, something, things to talk about. As I always say, I'm fighting dead air. Want to keep the conversation moving. Why am I moving over here? That's the safe that I clearly can't open. Why do I keep jumping in the water? I have metal. It's too heavy. It's all the way over there. My God, I just saw this. Oh my God. Oh my Jesus. Did you see that? I was like stuck in the like wood. That doesn't happen in real life. Well, I mean, I guess it could. You get wedged in between two pieces of wood. I'm not sure how you'd do it. Maybe, I'm sure that's something that Home Depot employees deal with every now and then. Hey, Frank, hand me the, you know, hammer. And he throws you the hammer, and you almost miss, and you fall over, and then, oh my God, you're stuck in between two large pieces of wood. That had to have happened at some point in time. I'm sure it did. Therefore, making it semi-relevant to what I'm talking about. But holy shit, questions. What was I saying? Asian White 2007. Good friend. What inspired you to do YouTube? Are there any Nintendo exclusives you'd like to see on PlayStation? What inspired me to go on YouTube? I've loved YouTube ever since it came out. It came out like it's a game. But ever since it was brought into the world, I've loved YouTube. And more importantly, I love content creation. I've always had this creative mindset. I love Little Big Planet. I love Minecraft. I love games that let you create, and I just love being a creator. And for the longest time, I'm like, you know what? I should get into YouTube. I should try to do YouTube. I should try to make YouTube videos. And I have made attempts in the past, people. I have had other YouTube channels. I have put videos up before, none of which exist right now. I don't even have them anymore, like on my own personal hard drives. Like they've been wiped completely. But I have made attempts on YouTube before, and of course they crash and burn miserably. Miserable. Is that even a word? I don't know. Well, you know, crash and burn, right? Mostly because I was too young. I was, you know, kids on YouTube, you know, when you're like a really young kid and you didn't even fucking hit puberty yet, you get slammed on the internet, you know, if you're trying to actually be serious and all that. It's not even that. Like, I was a contributing factor. Yeah, I was a kid, so people were slamming me just because I was a kid and I wasn't grown up. But also because I didn't know about stuff. I didn't have the knowledge I do now. My video quality was absolute shit, like shit cakes, if that's even a thing. And like I said, I didn't know what I was talking about. I was being a retard, and I don't know. Everything didn't go right for it, and you know, like me and my buddy Michael, we put up, you know, because everybody has this idea when they're young and stupid. We were like, hey, let's make a production company, and we didn't fucking file an LCC company or anything like that. We just wrote, hey, Ryan and Michael Productions, and we did these stupid ass 2-minute videos where we did dumb ass shit, like retarded shit. One of our videos was called Santa Drunk, and we just had the Santa hat, and all we did was walk around to where we lived and pushed each other into snow and shit. And that's it, right? And that was it. It was like so stupid. We used copyrighted music all over it, and used Windows Movie Maker, and it was just the worst thing ever. You know, that's what kids do. And I don't have the video anymore. It's like completely wiped. I know some of you would probably love to see it, but yeah, it's just gone. Stupid shit, right? So I've always wanted to do YouTube, and I finally reached a point. Well, I mean, everyone's reached a point where they're, you know, sensible and know shit and know what they're talking about. And you guys know, I love the video game industry. I love video games. I would love to be within the actual industry and meet industry people and be a part of the industry. So I said, you know what, fuck it, man. Why not actually go for it? So I was like, you know, let me just make a little talk show video. So I did like the first episode of Let's Talk PlayStation, and when the Vita came out, I did like a bunch of videos and stuff, you know, tutorials and all that. I was just like, you know what, screw it. I'm going to try and regularly post on YouTube and see where it goes. And then it was starting to pick up a little bit, nothing big. Let's Talk PlayStation would barely break 200 views. I would get like 3-4 comments on each one of them, and it picked up, and here I am today. It's still not very far along, but it's far along enough to the point where I'm definitely not going to stop, you know. You know, it's nice. Almost at 5,000 subscribers, almost at 1 million views. It's nice. It's a lot of fun. A lot of fun indeed, and you know, I've actually received very small paychecks, and as I've said before, very small paychecks, like barely $100. I've partnered with a, you know, YouTube network and all that, and it's a lot of fun, guys. I've been thoroughly enjoying YouTube, and I'm gonna keep doing it. By all means, as I always say, it's been a lot of fun, And as I said, growth, man. It's growing, so I have more potential to, you know, get bigger, and that's cool, right? I got no problem with that. And then your second question, Nintendo. Okay. Well, first this level right here, really fun, crazy. There's a trophy where you have to climb this entire thing in like under a minute or something, and that took a few tries. But Sir Galleth thinks he's hot shit, right? He's like, you know what? I'm gonna go slay the dragon. So that's what we're gonna go try to do, but it's probably not gonna happen. Maybe I can try and get the trophy right now, because I'm working so fast on it right now. Yeah, your second question. Nintendo exclusives on PlayStation. That is like so absurd. Like, I mean, like Nintendo's like Mario, Zelda, like you know, it's all that stuff, right? I couldn't. No one in the right mind could picture that stuff on PlayStation. So, I don't want to be like a dick, but my God, I wouldn't want Nintendo exclusives on PlayStation just because that'd be so weird. I mean, I don't know. Like, it's always that mentality where it's like, you know, you want, we all, you know, games should be available on all platforms. We should all have it play everywhere and all that. But I think I speak for every gamer when I say that would be fucking weird if Nintendo games were not on anything but Nintendo. But then people would be like, oh, well, people run emulators and stuff like that, and I hate shit like that. I don't know. Emulators. It's like, I don't know. I'm just like that kind of person. I play stuff on what it was played on. I'm completely fair. I don't, you know, not fair, but you know, I'm not in like used games. I'm not into emulators. I'm just a classic guy. I just like playing stuff on where it's meant to be played and playing it with what it was meant to be played on. And I don't know. Call me old-fashioned, but that's what I'm all about. So it'd be weird to, I don't know, it'd be weird for me if Nintendo was on, and people do that, like they put, you know, Mario on their PSP and they think it's cool, and I don't know, it's just dumb to me. Screw that. What am I doing? I'm already up here. Start the boss battle. 'Cause that's basically what it is. Oh, shit. What am I supposed to do here? Unplug the moat monster. Where? Oh, right here. Like, what the hell's going on? There we go. Now shit's going. Kind of spoiled it, obviously. There's a big dragon right there. I'm going to do a little dragon thing. Now, foul demon! Those medieval people were funny as shit, man. Thou and Sir Devil and the Don Son on the fourth night of the Foul Halley Olofo. Man, that wasn't a good idea. Look at that. That dragon's coming to life. Roboticness. Maybe Sir Bentley had a point. Well, tell you what, Sir Galleth. Oh, Carmelita. She's looking at him. She's like, oh my God, this idiot. Every Cooper was an idiot. Not just my Cooper. All the Coopers. So she has to come in here. We gotta save her now. But of course, that's not gonna be so easy. But you know what? We're Carmelita. We're a self-confident single woman. Just, you know, doing our thing. And tell you what, we're gonna do it. Kinda, you know how I always say, man. I get focused when I don't want to mess things up. I was getting tired. Yawning. I do it. Someone else has a question. 787 Broad. Do you have an aquarium, Ryan? Yeah, man, I talked about that before. I have 2 aquariums. I have a 55-gallon tank, and I have a 29-gallon tank. And I'm actually setting up a 1.5 nano tank soon. I actually have the tank. I just need to go back to the fish store and my local fish retailer and figure out what I'm going to do for the substrate and plants and you know, hardscape like my driftwood and rocks. But 1.5 gallons is certainly not a lot to work with, so I might do some very small stones. Maybe not even do any driftwood, because that'd be just too hard to fit in there. I'm thinking of going with some red cherry shrimp, which would be really cool. But yeah, I have tanks. I have Tiger Oscar. I got 4-line Pims. I got some cichlids. I got a blue lobster. Love fish. It's definitely one of my passions, besides gaming. I am a fish guy. Definitely love fish. It's a great hobby, but it's not. You know what? It's an expensive hobby. It's another one of those hobbies that's just very expensive. Trust me, getting into fish keeping is very expensive. And they say that when people get into the fish hobby, more than like 60% that buy a fish tank get out of the hobby in the first year. Like they can't keep up with the maintenance and they just don't like it and all that. And to that I say, pussies, because fish keeping's awesome. What am I doing? I gotta shoot this. Man, oh my god, I'm missing all these opportunities. Might need this right here. Gotta stay focused. See, I'm talking about fish and I just let myself get caught up in the moment. I take all these rockets. You don't like those, right? No one likes rockets. Oh my god, and you know what happened today? Wow, this is going to be so irrelevant by the time this is posted now that I realize this. But the Boston explosions for during the Boston Marathon, man, that's crazy shit right there. Crazy shit, man. Yeah, this is so relevant because part 16 will be posted so far away from now, but from the time I'm recording these, now when I'm recording these, the Boston explosions happened a few hours ago. Man, that's crazy. And I was watching the videos too. It's just, good God. And these are the, because I'm again a young person. I'm not 60 here. These are, and I think of it like this, like, man, these are the big United States, I don't know, like historic moments that I'm gonna remember throughout my lifetime. When I'm, when I get to an older age, I'm gonna remember this stuff, and I'm gonna be telling this to my children and all that. Not that I was like there for them, but certainly by the time they're born, these things have already happened and it's not relevant to them. But I'll remember it and I'll be able to tell them about it. It's just crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. Obviously, from where we're at right now, no one knows anything. But again, it's a tragedy. And when things like this happen, I am usually obviously, I'm like, okay, it's a tragedy. Yeah, it sucks, and R.I.P. to the people, and my prayers are out for them. But man, it's just, I guess I'm a pessimist in the respect that, man, this shit happens, and it's just like, it's never gonna stop. There's like no way to stop it. Like, the world will never be peaceful. I'm definitely in that boat where the world will never be peaceful. And it's just, it's some shit, man. I'll tell you.
Are you hurt, Sir Galleth?
Man, oh man, we took out that dragon. He's done. He wasn't much of a challenge. I mean, I guess maybe for me he was a challenge because I'm a retard with this stuff. But man, I took care of him. It took us a while to get there, but Sir Galleth is not too happy. He's hurt. His confidence is hurt, and he's grateful, and because aw, look at that. Carmelita's a sweet girl, His self-confidence got hurt, but she was like, you know what? I won't tell anybody. She's such a nice lady. She's such a nice together lady. Man. I feel like if you were to date Kira from Jak and Daxter, I feel like sometimes she might be a smart ass, like, Ryan, but you gotta do this for blah, 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 because she's like an engineer and all that, but I think Carmelita would be a really sweet girl. But she's also one of those girls who would be super angry all the time and, get angry and stuff, like, maybe I'll, like, leave my shirt on the bed and she'd walk in, oh my god, Ryan! And I'll be like, oh god, she's yelling. And she'll walk in and she'll be like, oh my god, how many times do I have to tell you? The clothes go in the laundry basket! I'd be like, you're right, babe. Then I give her a smooch, try and make it better. But she'd still be heated. Now you guys know not to never date me, because I'd be leaving my clothes all over the place. Good lord, the things we talk about on these Let's Plays. The things we talk about. But you know what? This is probably we're gonna cut it off here, because if we start this mission, we're gonna go far too in. So I'm gonna beat up some of these little piggies. Maybe a frog or two. I'm gonna alert this guard. Run away from him. Run into that fire. And with that said, people, I'm Ryan Benecki. Thank you for playing with me. And thank you guys so much. I'll see you Wednesday.